W.T.F. Nation Radio
is in the house.
I'm sorry that I can't keep it together. Maybe it's the trauma, or maybe it's the drugs. I can't seem to control my fucking temper. But the problem lies in not being enough. I lost my sense of humor in the battle for my mind. Now I'll slip away with one last puff this time. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my mind. Substance suicide, only time with no regrets is letting myself die. Forgive me for the outburst with your neighbors. My actions don't reflect what's in my soul. Never found the right way to relate or take in and display a better role. The chemicals that shape me are buried deep this time. My family's already given up, it's fine. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my mind. Substance suicide, the only time with no regrets, letting myself die. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my life. The substance suicide, the only time with no regrets is letting myself die. Is letting myself die.
There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again, and then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine. our army.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Broadcasting live. I think we are. From the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence on this 3 November. It's the Monday edition. I'm your host. In the gunner seat, I have, of course, my man Massey. What's up, big dog?
What's up?
Man, did you do any trick-or-treatings or something like that for Halloween?
Nah, I hate kids, dude.
What? Okay. Let's rewind that. Say that again. You hate the children's?
I hate the children's. No, actually, I was traveling, so I wasn't home. But I usually, honestly, on Halloween, I literally turn my lights off and lock my door, and I don't answer for shit. Like I hate dealing with kids coming to my door all night.
That's fair. That's
like my kids love Halloween now, but I'm like, you guys can go somewhere else, or you're old enough to buy your own candy now. So it's whatever.
Yeah. No, that's fair. No, that's understandable. I'm just curious. Yeah, I kind of chilled. Didn't do much. Didn't those trunk or treat things events that I like to go swing by in those events. A lot of community centers or churches and stuff like that. They have those trunk or treat stuff to kind of like, I guess you would say, lose the spirituality, Satanish things that they
Gotta get away from that devil, man.
I was about to say, if you're doing, it's just me, man. If you're doing trunk or treat in the tradition of, to replace of, and you're a faith-based organ, you're kind of doing it. You're doing it. It's like it's I don't know. It's like kissing a dude and saying you're not gay or something like that. I mean, it's just like you get.
Hey, don't you judge me.
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, $20 is $20, but my point being is that. I always kind of laugh at the trunk or treat things, and it's like, I get it. Some of it is a safety issue. You don't want your kids to go running around. Some neighborhoods do that too. I know there's a lot of there's been a plague of neighborhoods that have had kids that leave they leave the bowl out or something like that. And the next thing you know, are you guys still on air? What other channels are you on? I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, exactly that. Hang on. So it's like, hey, what's that? Yeah, because it's for the private school, only for OnlyFans anymore. Whoa. Hey, you guys are like OnlyFans. Whoa, what's going on? What am I missing?
Dang.
What am I missing in the comments here? Print OnlyFans. What's up, Ali? What's up, Pip? Yeah, I'm just like, whoa, what's going on?
It's already kicking off, man.
Yeah, it's already kicking out. OnlyFans, yeah. No, I just always find it that they how do I say this? It's almost like an excuse to not say something, but to say something, and then just say.
Well, it's like my mom. She'll be like, "Gosh darn it!" I'll be like, "Jesus knows what you really mean."
Yeah. I was talking to the Lord the other day, and so I was just kind of like, yeah. Ali says, please print out your last 12 LESs and submit a pay inquiry. Yeah, this is for the AER story we're going to talk about in a minute. But I was kind of like, you know, I was like I said, as soon as the trunk or treat stuff, donating bags to the children's and also the stuff, I was kind of like, just at this point, I kind of like just I didn't do shit, like you said, shut the lights off and that's it. You just.
It's effort, in my opinion. It's so much effort and energy. But my son this year, he bought himself a pimp costume, like the purple thing with the leopard
with the leopard print. Yeah, with the big old hat, looking like Cad Bane from Star Wars.
With that shit. Yeah.
Anybody?
He smacked his buddy. He got to school. He walked up to his buddy and smacked him. He goes, "Give me my money, bitch." I was like, "Dude, you can't."
Was there anybody? I was about to say, does anybody think that's cultural appropriation when you're wearing a pimp outfit? Is that? Because I'll be honest with you, the discussion of cultural appropriations and all that, and I'll be honest with you, I saw some banditos out there rocking the sombrero and the serape with
yeah, I mean, I encouraged him to go in blackface, but he wouldn't do it.
That's a line right there. But I'm just saying, I saw some kids rocking around some serapes and sombreros and trying to be like little banditos. That was kind of cute, or seeing a couple of mariachis here and there, or that was okay, because Dia de los Muertos was the weekend as well, and it was kind of like I'm wearing my festive Darth Vader Dia de los Muertos shirt, but I was just like, yeah, okay, that's cool, but I like you were saying, it just didn't seem like there was an effort. There was other, I don't know. It's like,
it was pretty big. There are a lot of kids out in a few places, man. They do it up and around, but like I said, I was driving, so. Traffic wasn't bad that night though, so that was good.
I'm gonna tell you what, I had enough bags of candy in the house though to kind of like, there's no need for candy tax because it was all like we didn't give it all out. I mean, we still have, because you always think, I'm only gonna give a couple bags here, so maybe I should buy like 10, 12 bags or something like that. And and then you're like, okay, everyone's like, no, only one bag is fine, one bag is okay, and you're like, oh shit, okay, well, guess I'm gonna do with all these Reese peanut butter cups and Kit Kat bars, and oh no, what am I gonna do then? I gotta like keep myself on a diet or something like that. But yeah, I was just kind of like, yeah, cool. It was pretty low key. There were some spouses groups out there that have reported that there was I guess there were some injectables. Somebody's issuing out dropped off some syringes. We're just trying to confirm the story before we post anything about it, just to see. We're like,
Are we going to rehash this one? It happens every year.
It happens every year. And I'll be honest with you, it never happens to Ken. I just want to know how come I don't get.
I have never gotten LSD in my fucking.
I never
candy.
got any. I've never got. Yeah, never gotten any ludes, any tabs, any. I'm not saying that I. You know what I'm saying though. I never gotten that stuff. Oh, they're handing out gummies and it's the wrong gummies and it's THC. Please tell me. Geolocate me. Yeah. Geolocate me some of the locations of where said contraband candy, and that way I can, I didn't find any like I said, because I didn't have, me and the boy didn't go out trick or treating, so we didn't go out, and I didn't find any AK-47s inside my candies or something like that. So
dude, I have to admit though, if somebody gave my kids THC gummies and they came home stoned as shit, I would as 9-10 years old, I'd laugh my ass off. I'd be like, that's fucking funny. Like, it would not bother me at all if somebody gave them weed gummies to their kids.
I'll be honest with you, some of them little children's need it because dropping stuff off at trunk or treat, and I'm like, you little shits, get out of the fucking driveway. Get out of the parking lot. I'm trying to park my ride here so I can give you all some candy. You little shits running all over the place. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So it's kind of like you're gonna have to walk around your neighborhood anyways. But yeah, so that's the only rumor.
Who gave you those? Can they be my friends?
Yeah. Who gave you those? Yeah. I had a friend of mine who was given full size candy, and full size candy for the children's, and then Jello shots for the adults if they wanted to partake. Which I thought that was classic. That's some good stuff.
I did have a buddy of mine a couple of years ago had the police called him. As a joke, he was giving out cigarettes. He thought it'd be funny to like throw a cigarette every now and then in the kid's bag, and they called the police on him, and he got no major trouble, but they were like, dude, you can't do that shit.
Well, I mean, you kind of think about it. There's fucking parents and there's parents out there that smoke with kids in their car with their windows up. They're probably one of the ones that were complaining. You know what I mean?
Probably. Like, don't you ever start.
Yeah, how dare you talk about you get near my kids? You try to get my kids sick. Pops open bottles, you know. You know, it's like, man, whatever. 6'7". It's about this. What? Have you seen that thing? You know, I'm glad Susan brought that up. What the fuck's this 6'7" thing about?
It was from a song, I think, at some point, if memory serves me, and it got this super hyped thing. I don't know, it's dumb. Like everything else. I do think it's funny. I was watching these videos of teachers talking, and they were like, dude, I read 69 and something the other day, and nobody said shit. But then I say 6'7", and everybody looks at me like, what is happening? What is happening to
It's like, what is, yeah, that's a good question there, Susan. What's supposedly it's, I mean, it's supposed to be a song. It's from a song from what the youngins were telling me. It was that from a song about Doot by Skrilla or something like that. And it's
something like that.
And yeah, it's everyone's like 6'7" and all that, which is funny because I'm just surprised that I will say Gen Z now has got a market on the slang when the olds are like wondering, this needs to be trending. This is an issue. What's going on? Why are these children using? And there's a lot of individuals that are trying to use they're trying to make a political connection. Of course, everything's a fucking political connection to whatever. So it's just like, oh God, stop! The kids be kids.
Where my fascist huz at?
Yeah, where my fascist hose at? Exactly that.
Huz is how it is. It's huz now.
Huz. It's huz. You can't say hose anymore.
We're the huz.
So I'm being too old with the hose. Okay, gotcha. Ode to hose with okay. You guys, I can't keep up with the vernacular. That's why I just want to go ahead and spit out normal English and then get called old or something like that. But yeah, dude. Yeah. So real quick, let's before we get on the other political drama, let's just go on real quick on AER. I don't even know you guys what happened, but AER just posted a as a matter of fact, let me go to task and purpose. Them no whippersnappers. Hey, bud, damn it, buddy. I don't even know what this 6'7" is, and these skank ass hoes, who are they? That's how old people talk to the youngins, I guess. Let's see. Okay, so there's a story that's going to be published later on U.S. Army WTF Moments, but this is slowly coming out as well. And it's the Sergeant Major of the Army, Tony Grinston, the 16th Sergeant Major of the Army, CEO of Army Emergency Relief, and we're going to, again, this is going to get posted on, and a bunch of tags are going to start coming up in a minute. So if you guys didn't catch it, don't worry. You guys will be able to see that in the articles of, on our article rotator that we have posted, at least twice a day. If it's twice a day stuff, then you'll be more than happy to get that because there's some drama going on about that. So Army Charity grants. Offers grants, I should say. Army Charity, the way that read, it doesn't read right. Hang on. Let me say that again. Otra vez. Oh, those damn hoes. Anyways, the Army Charity offers grants to soldiers missing SNAP payments, which is like really on the freaking, it's like, that's a hot topic too, with the shutdown shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of like, after federal food assistance money did not go out at the start of the month, the Army's official nonprofit announced. You guys know this that we are big time friends and family of Army Emergency Relief. Make sure you donate. Donate to AER. Retired Sergeant Major of the Army Tony Grinston serves as the CEO for Army Emergency Relief. Said this morning, which we were like, wait. Somebody said, "Did you see this? Did you see them?" I'm like, see what? What are you talking about? Is that the charity would cover SNAP, which is a Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, and Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, also known as WIC, payments for soldiers and their families. In a video posted to LinkedIn, which I don't understand why I didn't post it everywhere else.
Never mind. Insert people with jobs having LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's like, really, I just kind of like, whatever. Directed soldiers to go to the Army Emergency Relief website to apply for assistance. Soldiers will need to write what they missed in terms of SNAP and WIC, but since these are grants, I'm going to say this again. Army Emergency Relief is saying these are grants. To apply for assistance, they will need to write what they missed in terms of this. They do not need to be repaid. As a matter of fact, Let me get this right here. Let me get this up here right there. Let me drop this. Let me drop the article. Let me just drop this in here for Army Emergency Relief so y'all can see it's. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So, quote, we are going to provide the assistance as a grant for the same amount that you would have received because you already applied for that benefit, Grinston said. So, SNAP benefits expired at the end of the month. I'm sorry, the start of the month, I should say. End of month, start of the month, whatever. The end of month pay, because I'm so used to, everyone talks about in the government, it's always end of month pay. We never say beginning of the month pay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird to read that like that. With a notice of the United States Department of Agriculture, because that's who runs it. The well has run dry. There will be no benefits issued November 1st, unquote. The expiration set up to impact more than 42 Americans who rely on assistance. I'm glad you brought that up, Allie. Service members always have had WIC and SNAP given to them. Always. I've never seen. It was not uncommon. It's quite known between military circles. I guess. Hey, olds, this is a 6-7 moment for you. Oh, yeah. Service members have always qualified for WIC. And
I know. We used WIC when I was like married, and we made fuck all for money. Like, it was super helpful for like milk and cereal and shit for the kids for sure.
Right.
So we never got anything on SNAP and everything on full or food stamps. But absolutely used WIC, man. When I was a youngin'.
Well, I mean, I'm specifically talking about the arm. I mean, again, it's pretty bad when the military.
Coastie, I mean, when I was in.
Oh, when you were in, gotcha. Okay, yeah. See, that's the thing. It's just not have been. It should not get to that point where we're talking about military, the military having to be under those benefits, which is kind of like fuck, man. They're also exactly that. I also know people who donate plasma and stuff like that. See, there you go. So military.
I played that game too.
Military charities and nonprofits such as AER have been operating troops, their families assisted during the last month during the government shutdown. So this is going to get posted on U.S. Army W.T.F Moments' timeline, and just look at, just check it out, and it'll get posted up. But I think this whole drama with the government shutdown, with WIC and all this other stuff, and finding out who and finger pointing, I think the soldiers are seeing just who really truly gives a fuck up about them.
Yeah.
Service individuals, I should say.
Yeah.
I think the Marine Corps is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I think the Marine Corps is doing the same thing. Yeah. So I think that all the services are now starting to, relief societies and all that.
What would help, like everybody universally, that would actually completely probably eliminate even the need for SNAP and WIC. If 2 or 3 of them fucking mega churches would do their damn jobs and feed the fucking people.
Dude, you want to talk about mega churches?
Just gonna go and throw that out there.
You just want to go there? I mean, of course, I get called. It's funny. Is like people who don't know me call me fascist. Fascist,
right.
Ultra right wing. But if you sit and listen to some of my podcasts or listen to me, post about stuff. I mean, somebody even equated me to being a sort of kind of progressive liberal, I think maybe, right. and it's just like only because it's like the right thing to do type of shit.
Right.
I mean,
you already know MAGA doesn't fucking care about feeding the kids, so the churches might as well try, the ones that aren't in that camp anyway.
Oh my God, I bring up giving the kids fucking free chow breakfast. Remember how we had this conversation and. Yep. And I mean, I didn't tweet it out, but I've seen all the traffic and I've seen everybody posting stuff that no, this isn't right because it's going to take money. This. Some of these kids are in your neighborhood. Some of these kids are the ones that you give a ride to, or wherever, whatever. And I'm like,
And you would think that in spite of everything else, take politics aside, let's say what are a few things that this side and this side can agree upon? You would think that, hey, let's not let kids go hungry.
Yeah.
Would be a mutual agreeable point. But it's you don't want to feed kids the way I want to feed kids. And you want to no, so fuck you. We're not going to get along on this.
Exactly. Oh, thanks, Allie. Appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. It's just like anything that comes out, that comes. Hang on, let me find the. I got a lot of shit. I mean, I didn't get a lot of shit. People were just tripping out saying, "Why did you post that?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Why did you post that?" And you talked about you talked about the mega churches, and man, I got DMs about
because of me.
No, I got DMs on my personal X account.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because I posted this, and man, hang on, Lord have mercy. I raw dog the app, by the way. I don't block anybody. So if you send me a DM on any of my socials, I raw dog it. No blocks, no mutes, no nothing. And nice. The only people that seem to block me the most are the Chinese, because Taiwan is a country, and then Russia, because everybody knows about the. So somebody on Twitter posted, "Hey, the halt on SNAP benefits is a great opportunity for the church to be the church, right?"
Yeah, and I can get on board with that.
Yeah, exactly right, exactly. No one's got an issue with that. Well, I posted, and this is the same fucking conversation. Same conversation we had, Massey, all the time. Here, let me show you this. I posted all the mega churches. Now, yeah. I was like, I got, and if it's hate mail between you and me, I'll post. We'll laugh about it, and I'll show you the hate mails. That way we can laugh about it. But this was directed to me.
Yeah, that's great.
You don't fucking know what the fuck you're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. I'll be honest with you. I will say this, that a lot of the individuals that engage me on social media have yes, that does say the Grand Admiral propaganda. That's me at the IO guy. That I will say this, individuals who like to have conversations like this will do it out and open. Like when someone disagrees with me on the left, at least they have the sack to say, hey, you're fucked up or whatever, or you're this, and this. And like I said, they don't really know me, so they don't know whatever. But I got so many fucking DMs on this one post right here.
Are you serious? And that one's just
you don't know what fucking small, you don't know what churches do. You don't. Blah, 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 blah. So let's explore some of the comments. We'll just explore some of the comments. Somebody said, Olstein already locking the doors, and here's me. Oh man! Oh wait, humanity's worst nightmare. When you look up pants for fucking rucking, and look what you get. You get some draws sent to you. Don't worry about the mega churches. Count on the neighborhood churches. And I put always helping the small ones make the biggest impact, which is true. Mm-hmm. Somebody else put, don't you come here for handouts.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, I remember that interview when he was asked about having that jet, and he's like. He gets all mad, and of course I put my complimentary Terry Crews chef's kiss right there. And then my church discussed this last Sunday service. They asked members to reach out and think of what small churches rule, and I said yes, they do. And then someone's like, and here's the first one that started it off. Apparently, you haven't been to church in a while.
Local churches taking donations for a minute.
Yeah, I don't go to mega churches. They've been pretty quiet. Local churches have been taking donations for a minute. Yep. And another friend of mine, dudes from Louisiana. Everyone's over commenting here. Yeah, go to Twitter, get an X account, man. You guys miss all the fun. And it's just like, and somebody else has been my take for the last couple of days. I'm not optimistic about how their performance will go. So everyone's like throwing some good conversation in here and all that. But I got some DMs that were like, I got some DMs that in their bio said Christian, I love Jesus, and also this stuff. You're a despicable human being, you worthless piece of shit. You need to die. I mean, I was getting shit like that. I was like, what the fuck, dude? How is it that when I engage with the left, I can have good back and forth with the left, and they have the balls to post it out front with their chest, right? On the left side. Mm-hmm. But this post right here, holy crap. This is what got me the most anger. This got the most DMs. Not only did it give me the most DMs, it gave me freaking 3 million views. It was enough to get. It got this post right here got bookmarked 2,000 times on X, and I was just kind of like bullshitting around, like, right,
Well, this goes back to something I said the last time I was on here. How a lot of times the right want to call by the left snowflakes, but they'll get offended over just as much shit, just in a different avenue. You just have to push the right nerve. But the offense and the snowflakertonisms are just as fucking real on that side.
Yeah. Oh, I posted the same thing too. Hang on, let me go. I posted something. I was just not being joyful to one side. I was being joyful for the other. So let's see, what was the other one? Some friends on right there. There's a meme of a guy getting ghosted. It's like, yeah, I've been there, dude. Here's me shitting on fucking Taiwan. This is the one. Right. This one got me some more DM drama. This right here was somebody was like under the management of the far right hawk, Barry Weiss, in working with unelected Pentagon bureaucrats to increase the U.S.-China tensions in the hours before the Trump-Z meeting. And then me, I put, shit, I do it all the time. Because Taiwan is a country. Bam, and listen to some Taiwan memes. Look at that. Hell yes, son. Look at that. There you go, like that. Now, China? Sorry, did you mean West Taiwan? There we go. Let me fix that meme right there. There we go. There's another one too. The East Ukraine, and this one pisses off Russians big time. This one gets me. I'm gonna tell you, some of the most soft hand accounts are from Russia and from China. They just block like crazy. So this right here gets a lot of drama from Russia and freaking Chinese. So I think that was it for that one. Oh no, here's another one, West Taiwan. I got so yeah. So yeah, I was like, dude, shit, I do that all the time. So let me scroll up and let's pull up another one. Yeah, here's another one. Don't you come here for handouts. Everyone's sending that one. Right? I love that one. Another one here. Olstein was made in Taiwan. Oh yeah, here's me trunk or treat. Here's me going to trunk or treat. What was the other one here? So here's one here. And this right here cost more. This cost more. This costs more DMs to have. You ever see the movie Sinners? I love that movie. The movie was fucking awesome. That was a good movie. I love the vampire genre anyway. So to me, anything that has to do with vampires, no matter who makes it, no matter what it is, I love it. So I put mad mega church fans stuck in my DM request. Dude, I had so many freaking, man. It's amazing. Hang on. Let me see if I can still pull them up here right quick. I don't rarely make a habit of showing my DMs when I'm engaging with people, but I will show DM requests. People who I said, and there you go. Most of these were, see, I'll just put like, look how many you. Oh my God. That were pretty pissed off. Some of them, of course, are Chinese bots. Hey, you want to be my boyfriend? After, whatever. So again, I got a lot of drama with that. That caused more drama. That caused more drama. And then, of course, with the Charlie Kirk stuff, there's somebody posted some shit, and I countered. And like you were saying, somebody posted some shit that was it was a meme about Erica Kirk, and so I posted, okay, you want to be edgy? I want to be edgy too. So I posted that meme. Hey, but I was being edgy, to get clicks. I'm like, yeah, we know. And dude, this right here got me so many fucking. I got more hate mail. I got more.
I bet.
I mean, it's like you exactly that. You are disturbingly susceptible to propaganda. So, man, I'm just like, look. Oh, yeah, here's the Lost and Found. I wonder if this will get us banned. From Fancy Bear. They posted on Twitter. So, anyways, going back to what I was saying. So, I even got, and there's more. I mean, there's more. I posted something about on a comment. I'll have to dig for it. But I commented and said that, that one dude during Halloween, I guess, wore an SS uniform and to a party or something like that. And I said, well, he just needed to get trucked in the face. So I had to explain to individuals what trucking a Nazi was. And that right there freaking, decided to pass the lore around. And so I talked about, it's the old Southern California practice where exactly when you're riding your skateboard and when you're riding a skateboard and there's some skinheads or some Nazi around on the pier, and you're doing, you're grinding on the freaking rails, and the next thing you know, they want to, try to fucking harass you. You pick up your skateboard, and what holds the wheels together? A truck. That's what they're called. And so, right across the face. You truck Nazis. And so, man, I got shit for that. I'm like, how is it in the Lord of our 20205? How are we getting offended about that? I'm just like,
right. Why are you getting mad about me?
Why are you getting mad about trucking a Nazi? It's like punch a Nazi day. It's like if that dude, it trips me out too about the video, and I'm not gonna look for it again, but I said the motherfucker should have been trucked, and then I had to explain what does that mean, and then skaters that I know knew what that mean, but I'm like, why do I have to explain why you fucking freedom of speech and freedom of speech? It's like, yeah, but freedom of consequences and that shit. You ever watch the beginning of Die Hard where Bruce Willis is walking around with that sandwich sign that says I hate N-words, and there you go, But that didn't work for the Rittenhouse, Yeah, but come on, man. Rittenhouse, I mean, come on, that's a different story. If Nazis are look, I'm bringing up the story in the scenario of my childhood. If skinheads are trying to fuck with us skaters, and all we're doing is, because skateboarding is not a crime, and you want to fuck with us, then, of course, what else do you have in self-defense? So, people are pissed off about, people are pissed off about the new Batman comic. I guess, Batman, beats the fuck out of a fucking Nazi and breaks his bones or something like that.
Why are they pissed? I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, so anyways, I said, yeah, you're right. Freedom of speech. You can do whatever the fuck you want, blah, blah, blah. I said, but I don't like how everyone was templating the difference between, and what tripped me out was like, it was the guys that were just kind of laughing about it, but the chicks were the ones that were hitting them. There was chicks at the bar that were hitting this guy up. And I'm like, how's like there's no guys, manhandling this dude. It's one thing to be edgy. I got it. I totally fucking get it. But if that right there, come on, dude.
Never mind.
What?
Which side is getting offended about the trucking the Nazis? Is that everyone?
No, it was a comment. I'll have to find the comment, but it's like,
I'm just curious if it was a particular side getting offended by it. That's a very interesting thing. I could see either pockets on either.
Well, the same thing is like when I say about the Charlie Kirk stuff. It's like, do you want to be edgy and post Charlie Kirk memes? That's cool, but I post one edgy back at you, and you get butthurt.
Right.
You fucking, you take the licks, that you want to dish out as well, and the individual's all pissed off that, oh, now you guys are a bunch of snowflakes. Not being a fucking snowflake for highlighting the fact that you're being a douche. You know what I mean?
It's like, oh, you swung back. Oh, you're just a little bitch.
I swung back. Yeah, exactly that. I just don't understand. Commies and fucking Nazis, and we're all happy with that? What the fuck, Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know how we digress from AER. Sorry about that. Yeah, Truck Nazi by AER. No, I shouldn't say that. We're not. We appreciate AER throwing that. So again, that article is going to get posted later on. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So what was the other stuff that we were going to talk about? The other drama that we're having. So we talked about political drama. We talked about the Snap, Wick. Again, like we were talking about. Right. I was watching the arguments going back and forth, and like you were talking about what?
I was just thinking the army helping out those lazy E2s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that was the argument that I was watching. Is like, okay, look, there's some individuals that use Snap that are really trying to get out of where they're at, and there's obviously, just like, you can't say this out loud either. Just like there's veterans that like to ride out the system too. Small and few veterans that do it. And I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for saying that, but I don't care. There's individuals that that for a fact had some shit, needed some shit, got fixed by the VA and all this other stuff. And you're like, I'm glad you're getting help. But there's other ones that you're like, dude, I'm pretty sure you in your experience, you've seen in Coastie world, individuals are like, hey man, you really didn't do anything. So are you sure? I mean, is this why you know what I mean? It's just kind of like
every time I look in the mirror.
No, I'm talking about the guys that are sitting there claiming how they're all fucked up, and then you see them in videos doing some shit.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man, it's just like, fuck.
I'm fucked up. You just can't see it.
That's yeah, exactly. Yeah, so my fucked upness sometimes, is skin deep.
It's chemical based.
Yeah. Wait, what kind of chemicals?
Manufactured ones,
right?
There's not enough.
So going back and forth and watching how everyone's blaming everybody for this stuff. I am seeing the amazing political gymnastics on what's going on with the argument about Snap and Wick, and I'm just like, dude, man, just like, are you okay? There's now even more political infighting with those that are for it, and as the ones that are against it, And I'm just like, God dang, dude.
My thought on the whole thing, and people get so hung up, at least the people I know on the conservative side, on the lazy people that take advantage of it. I'm like, even if I'll give it 10%, say 10% of all recipients are taking advantage of it. The other fucking 90 that need that shit to survive, I'll fucking pay for my tax. Can go to the fucking 10% of
yeah, because there's some elderly people out there, and there's some like individuals that are like under assistance for foster kids and stuff.
She was on food stamps for a few years while she went back to school because she couldn't afford. Single mom, didn't get shit from the kid's dad before she married me, but like she had to be. And she would talk about time. She did the most miserable thing ever. It was embarrassing. She felt shame. People would Like it was, she did not like being on them. Like her point was to go back, and some people stay there. But she said a lot of people don't realize like the shame that comes from being on food stamps and having to go, and because no matter what you buy is right. Like you either buy all healthy shit and they're like, oh, you're just buying organic whatever, or you're just buying too much junk food, or you're not buying enough, or why aren't you working, or why aren't you doing this? And she was working a job and going to school and having her kid full time, had to pay for all that shit, right? And yeah, and she said she was terrible. She hated being on it, and that was for a while. But she wouldn't be able to fucking feed my stepson at the time before we got married.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's another thing too. Is like everyone's really drawn it. And this is just recently released, by the way, this afternoon or something like that. I think it was like this afternoon. So the Trump administration is going to use contingency funds to provide partial SNAP benefits. I don't know which type. I don't know what they're going to.
I saw that earlier.
Yeah. So I mean, at least there's something coming out of it. At least there's something, but I don't know exactly. And again, if you don't, and that's the thing too, like you were saying, they need, your family situation, it was needed. You know what I mean? It was truly fucking needed, and it was not somebody out trying to take advantage of the system, or not like where you see somebody who's been, able-bodied to work or able-bodied to do something for almost 2 decades or something like that. We're not talking about that.
Is, like you talk about vets, right? Yeah. Are there some that play the system? Sure.
Yep.
Does that mean we should take away all the fucking VA benefits?
No. Fuck no. No. Fuck no.
It's worth having them for everyone, even if a few people are a piece of shit. That's any system.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm of a belief of blanket, like a blanket system for vets. Like if you've been in like tiered levels, you know what I mean? Like if you were over 20, okay, cool. Then you got it. You've been whatever. But like tiered levels of benefits to you should get at least something from the VA for being in the military, just being in the military. All this bullshit because of the nuclear option in Congress. Allie says 40% of SNAP recipients work full time, 68% work, and the rest basically can't work. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about, Ellie. Is some of them are like that's what I'm looking about. I'm looking about the elderly that can't work at all.
And two, there's
mentally disabled.
It's not a system that's set up to help you get out of it. Welfare is the same way. Like you can either make this much, but if you make 20 cents more than what the limit is, we're taking all of it away. It's not like a percentage. So if I make, I don't know what the fucking cutoff is, but if I make this amount and under, I'm good, and I can still get the welfare that I need to make the extra money to feed my kids.
Right.
But if I make $1 more, I lose all of this and now can't fucking feed anybody because I worked an extra 20 hours 1 week at my job.
Yeah, so exactly. And it fucks up the ratio, and then you get your shit taken, and you're like, it was just a fluke that this happened,
And it could just be like, how are you supposed to be? So my new job that I'm working because I don't have another skill set. My husband died. I've had to work full time. I'm working at a fucking gas station. I got a promotion to assistant manager at the store. It's $10,000 a year more, which is huge, but still not enough to pay my bills. I'm working forward, but now that I got that small promotion, I lose all of this. It's better just to stay the fucking cashier because I will guarantee be able to feed my kids if I do that. So there's no incentive to get out of the system after you're in it.
Yeah. And it almost seems like the lack of a common of more of a wage to be like, hey, look, I'm going to say this. There's individuals that, that term, know your worth or how much you're making and stuff like that. Maybe if companies were to pay a better wage, this wouldn't be happening. Like the fact that richest country in the planet, like, look at this, dude. We've paid the military outside the military's budget, outside the military's, twice, fucking twice. And I'm thinking, okay, well, this is a fund that came from unobligated funds. Well, wait a minute. Where are these obligated funds coming from? And that means you can give some of that money to fucking some of the peeps.
Yeah.
I'm saying the ones that can't work, the ones that literally can't work, the honest to God disabled elderly that need to pay their fucking rent, or they need to pay for their lights, what have you. That's the one I'm kind of like more concerned about than I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick, but there's adults that need to go out and but god damn, dude, it's just that whole thing's frustrating in itself. Because there's a lot of factors too. It's almost, and it doesn't help when you have some states, take for instance North Carolina. You buy a fucking car, right? You buy a fucking car in North Carolina, you pay all the taxes, do the registration, blah blah. And then a year later, when the registration is due, all of a sudden you're paying $500, $300 for the Honda shit box that you bought.
Because you get to pay taxes on it, property tax.
You got to pay property tax over and fucking over.
And the city and the state.
Yeah. And Okay, so on top of that, then people can't afford to pay that. So what happens? They just fucking not run the tax. They just don't fucking whatever. And then they get busted by the cops. They get pulled over. They get their car impounded, or they got to get bailed out. That's extra. It's almost like it's pushing individuals to fucking poverty when it comes to that.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts, and not to sound like whatever. There's a lot of parts of how the system's placed that are like they work. It works harshly against fucking poor people. It's almost like we try to keep poor people poor,
and it almost seems like it's a racket. Like they're all involved. Like they're all fucking in cahoots about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Welcome, welcome to the Monday editions.
Well, there's more and more of more and more. I feel like I've read some show this, but like more and more people younger than me, and hell, even my demographic, the younger that like, regardless of, there's always outliers, there's exceptions to the rule, but it's more and more common for people making really good money, even without a lot of debt, being paycheck to paycheck, just because of cost of housing, cost of this, cost of whatever.
Right, because at the time they were probably making okay money for the area, but then the cost of living around that area decided to go up, and now they're about ready to be homeless. They're about ready to not be able to pay for it. Corey says 8 to 10 million on SNAP are not even Americans. See, that's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Corey. You know what I wish this administration do? Is post the fucking numbers, like legit. Hey, how about a briefing? Or how about something that says, we captured this many illegals, we processed this many illegal. This is the numbers that we did. Not do press conferences and say the fake news, blah, 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 but like actually have a serious fucking a DOW fucking meeting about how many people we've removed or how many people were involved in, or stats from the the Department of Agriculture. This is how many people truly are, and then show all these freaking all these fucking stats, like legit stats. So like Corey said, hey, all these individuals, let's see them. Here's a PDF of individuals that are collecting in the status of what they were, or companies that were claiming that they or hiring these people while they're on these benefits.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. I'm like, well, who's hiring all the illegals? White dudes running construction companies. So go fuck off with that shit. But again, what are the total numbers of Americans on SNAP, for instance? Like, I don't know what the total number would be.
We never get a good accurate. Every time we hear there's 8 billion people. I'm not doing this to pick on you, Corey, but I've seen this used in other conversations. But there's like 4 to 5 million people that are not Americans, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, how many Americans are on there?
Right. But even saying they're not Americans, but if they're still trying to fucking pay for their families and feed their kids, I don't give a fuck if they're getting SNAP benefits. If they're using it to feed children, again, it goes back to like, I don't care if they're fucking here illegally or not illegally. Like, kids don't deserve to fucking go goddamn be hungry, regardless of parental decisions. No kid should be fucking starving anywhere. If you're an adult, whatever, like I'm much more indifferent to your
that's why I get a lot of shit every time I talk about this, and I'll get a mad DM calling me a fucking, I'm supposedly woke now. Yeah, thanks, Allie. I'm about to say I'm woke now for wanting to feed kids, for breakfast, and it's like you got all this fucking money to take my taxes for my Honda shitbox. When I register,
you better not kill that little bitch, but fuck feed it after it's born.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna have my fucking pay $550 for my for my 2021 fucking Honda shitbox that I got to go registered outside of the your limited freaking DMVs that you have in Fayetteville, and I can't find a fucking good one. I gotta drive to another fucking city or another town to get one where it's like whatever, and then I'm paying $580 a year on top of my registration.
Yep.
Yeah. I just wish we got accurate stuff, because we're supposed to be transparent. I want to know. All right, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. How many Americans are on SNAP? How about that? 42 Americans.
42.
And this is from the matter of fact, that's from USA Today. They just posted
42 million.
Yeah,
that's not just 42.
42 million. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 42. Just clarify. Like,
let me go. Yeah. Sorry about that. Let me. I'm just saying 42. I was speaking in the millions. Sorry, I wasn't speaking in individual tens. I was speaking in the millions. Okay. So, so it's like, as a matter of fact, this is from the USDA. There you go. There we go. So in fiscal year 2024, SNAP is 41 41.7 million per month, and 12% of U.S. residents. So the share residence now. So I mean, here's the breakdown of who gets them.
Yeah. So with that, if it's 41.7 million per month, whatever. If 10 million of that is illegal, I don't fucking care. That's 40 something million people that are getting food like that, or that'd be 30 something million getting food. I'm good with.
See, that's the thing. Like you were talking about the illegals being hired in construction zones and construction sites. If we're not doing that enforcement, then they don't mind paying shit wages.
Home Depot's the Mexican LinkedIn.
That joke's approved, by the way. Joke's approved. That joke is approved. I love that. I'm gonna quote that. Massey was the one that broke that.
You can have it.
You can have it. Home Depot is the Mexican LinkedIn. But just think about it though. Those are the companies that want that, that want that low paying wages to do all that construction shit. And nobody ever talks about, okay, are you going to slam these companies in for hiring that? Because if you find the fuck out of them, I guarantee it. That's illegals are the reason the construction workers get paid shit. That's a pretty accurate statement. My pops gave a Mexican family like 7 of them places to work, so I get it. He was probably the best employee he ever had. Well, again, what were the wages though? If you're gonna, because you ever notice, non-immigrants, they're the ones that like to say, "I know my worth," no low ballers, I know what I have. You always see those types of individuals. But then when it comes to same work, different status, all of a sudden it's, they don't deserve to get that much.
Yeah.
And I just want, like I said, I just want the fucking kids. I just want the kids to fucking eat breakfast and lunch, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, do I believe in the enforcement of immigration for convicted criminals and stuff like that? I think we've talked about this before. We should have since we can't move them all out, all the convicts, all the ones that are fucking busted, that done actual fucking crime. I mean, believe it or not, like serious crimes. They have done serious fucking crimes. The ones that are here have already committed a crime, but just by being here illegal. However, I'll tell you what. Since looking right here, you pay a fine. Matter of fact, this was a Democratic talking point that everyone liked to use back when the GOP was talking about what we should do for illegal immigration.
Dude, hell, even Reagan, the Jesus of the Republicans, was all about having a path to citizenship through working.
But behind the scenes, he was like, behind the scenes, though, he was like, well, fuck them beaners. That's what he was fucking, you know what I mean?
He was, but I'm saying that at least outwardly in the shit he would say, at least he was, not as open about being a fucking dick.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Drugs. Fuck him and drugs.
Yeah, thanks, Nancy Reagan. Pip says, yep, and the employer will go, okay, well, Jose at Home Depot will do it $10 less. Exactly that. So I don't understand how getting individuals on a path at this point now, we've been oversaturated now. We just got to start all over. Get them all out. Get them all fucking out. Let's start fucking all over again, and that's it. Because no one's ever going to get this fucking shit fixed. And every plan to do it ends up being in a government shutdown because nobody wants to fucking come to the table and There's no such thing as compromise anymore at all.
That's what's coming. They could literally fucking open the goddamn government in a day if people just quit being fucking tools and be like, okay, we need fucking certain things to run. So, so let's at least get these minimal shit out of the way. Let's take all this other bullshit off the bill that we're fighting about and actually put people first and do this. And it wouldn't take long if they could do this. I mean, like I said, no one to compromise.
No one, not only know to compromise, but everyone like the whole thing about, we're talking about reach across the aisle and stuff like that. But no, and
the crazy thing is Republicans control all fucking everything there, and they still can't get the shit back open.
Well, there's also some voting issues as well. I mean, I gotta get my congressional friends to come on here and shoot the shit about it because, man, sometimes it's just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Really, this is all you're complaining about? This is what it is. This
and they're not even a session right now, right? They're like, yep, fuck you guys. September.
Now I think they're celebrating fucking Nancy Pelosi's retirement or some shit like that. So, but she retired today. She's just no longer. I thought she was already done. Yeah. I'll be honest.
I thought conspiracy theory saying they're not going to open the government back up. That this is a way to get Trump back in for 2028.
You think so?
No. I was watching some videos on that shit. They're like the whole shutting the shit down, soul control, all this shit. It was great. I was full on rabbit holing today. It was fun.
Yeah, Rand Paul's fucking with everything. Yeah, did you see what he was talking about? Raising the fucking age, the fucking Social Security and all. Hey, look, you know what? It brings up a good point. Social Security, that's my money. Yeah. I figure once you hit a retirement age or get close to retirement age, give me my money. So what does he want to do? Yeah. What I'm hearing, he wants to raise the retirement age. Man, fuck that.
Yeah, well,
just give him money. You get 50. You get your 50s. You hit your 50s. Bam. Because you paid. Supposedly you paid into it, right? Yeah. The whole time you're working. So if you've been working all the way up to the age 50, that's your give me my money. Give me not reinvestment, not put in a Roth IRA, not in. Just give me my money now.
Yep.
Just give me money.
Yeah.
Man, I will. You get your money too. When you hit 50, you get your money. Everybody in the chats, when you get 50, you get your money. You know, you put your money in there, right? That's what it's for. You can get SNAP after you turn 50. you get SNAP a wig after you get whatever. Yeah, but you know this. Dude, it's fucking just frustrating, man, to see this shit.
I don't understand right now and I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking collectively, but how any normal human not involved in that shit, like you and I, either side of the aisle, whatever the case may be, can watch the federal government over the last year and feel like that their party gives a shit about them and what is best for them.
Oh yeah, for both. Oh hell, for both sides. Yeah, fuck it. No.
If the federal government has shown nothing else, is they give a fuck about American people.
Yeah,
they care about American influence, power, control, all this shit that politics traditionally want, but they give no fucks about the people, their constituents, or not constituents, but I can't talk, but. Yeah, I'm pissed about it.
No, the electorate, you could say. You could say at least the electorate, not the constituency, but the electorate. Pretty much everybody. Yeah, I see that. I'm like, God, dude, just give us, at this point, just give everybody their fucking Social Security. Because I don't think, too, nobody's really talking about shutdown and Social Security payments. Nobody's talking about military retirements and VA benefits. Nobody's talking. I mean, I just have a feeling that's what's going to get. I honestly think that we have added so many years of Bondo to a fucking car that it's now unsteerable. Can't drive it. It's got no power because it's so heavy. Your hoop is now hoopty. So let's go back to my 2021 freaking Honda. Your shit box has so much stuff on it that you're not gonna, fuck, man.
Yeah,
it's just frustrating as shit.
Well, with any luck, we could be East Taiwan.
Yeah, exactly. They seem to be working on it pretty good. That's what I don't get. Did Taiwan fucking? I don't know. Just for some reason,
Yeah.
Heck, I don't understand it. Rand Paul. Whoa, hang on. Rand Paul.
What if? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Corey says Rand Paul's a closet Nazi. I don't like that term being used a lot. I mean, like, okay, somebody wearing a fucking SS outfit or something like that. That pretty good indication you're probably Nazi.
I have a quick solution that we could, at least covers for a few months now. Just like, let's just, cut foreign aid for just a few months, just for a little bit.
All of it.
Yeah, let's cut all of it. Take care of our people. And then when we're squared away,
I think we talked about this last time. They got a lot of fucking hate mail. Just close it off to everybody.
Yep.
That seems to be the going drama in a lot of stuff, anyways, on who we don't or who we do support and all that. I'm like, God damn, dude. How about, like you said, yeah. Hey, how about this? Let's help out, American farmer. Let's help out the farmers. Let's help out,
that shit's hurt too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, man.
Well, there's the whole thing with that of them saying, they're intentionally getting pushed out of shit so the corporations that run the large farming can buy the farmlands and stuff from those farmers.
Correct.
So thinking, there's a whole that's been going on for a long time.
Are you talking about the BlackRock stuff? All that drama with them? Yeah.
There's all kinds of shit with that, but yeah. Well, my sister's husband's like a farmer. His family owns like several thousand acres back home, and that's what they do. They're farmers, and so they feel a lot of that shit from time to time for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Because I honestly don't think that. That's a good point. Cease foreign aid. Make sure kids have breakfast and lunch.
I understand. And then tax the churches.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
We could do so much.
I'm about to say tax the churches. I don't understand what. There was an old comedian.
I say tax the churches, if there are like memberships over 1,000, right? When you get to like small town churches that are just doing their thing, leave them the fuck alone. That's fine. But when you're paying your pastor $100,000 a year salary, then yeah, you can probably pay fucking taxes with your church.
I would say not congregation size. I would say more so No, I'm talking about an amount how they take in. what they take
Right.
in.
Yeah, but,
Like,
but
if they take in a few million and they're a small church, then what?
But then you're going to have to, right. But then you're going to be moving shit around like, oh, that's not from that. Just like fucking corporations do. We don't make that much money. This over here, this is our charity. It's made this much money because it's a charity.
The charity there should be charity finders then on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have a big church that makes over a certain amount of millions or something like that, charity fighter, how much you giving it, how much you've done it.
I'm just saying
break ground on some stuff, you know.
There's some slimy, snaky motherfuckers when it comes to money. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's both. Yeah, that's both sides. They're all fucking. They're all about that. They freaking. So, anyways, yeah, I
worked in that world, you know, so I've seen it.
Oh, you've worked in the church business,
dude. I was a full-time pastor in another life.
Oh my god,
I shit you not.
Right.
Bible school, the whole fucking nine.
That's right. You were talking to the Lord the other day. That's
and
right.
That's the thing. That's why I say I have no problem with people that are genuinely trying to live a Christian. That doesn't bother me at all.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck the bulk of churches, man. I've seen the shit behind the scenes, and it wasn't just mine. It's a lot. It's most.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on. I share your pain when I get those crazy DMs and messages in my fucking just for talking about a mega church, you know. Ton, as you raise a glass, yeah, you're damn right. I'm drinking it up. Okay, so there was just real quick. Now we're going to go into Mexico politics, Mexico drama.
Yeah.
So there was the, let me just go to the window cap. Facebook won't let us show this because Facebook's Facebook. So we're just going to go ahead and go to the, just go to a couple of still pictures here. Carlos Monzo was shot dead during the Day of the Dead festival in Michoacan, and a council member and his bodyguard were injured. The gunman was killed and long opposed organized crime. And I think it was some of his stuff that he was talking about was how the Mexican government is in bed with the cartels.
Yeah.
And how now...
Wait till he hears about the U.S. government. Sorry.
We always talked about that Afghanistan and the poppy fields and shit like that. But I wonder, you know what I mean? It's like, how many do we get through? And of course, talking about it in the last administration. Hell yeah, we all talked about. I mean, you and I talked about that shit, anyways. But talking about this administration, I'm waiting for more DMs. I'm waiting for more.
They need the poppy for his fucking arthritis. That old goddamn.
Maybe. Oh, you notice that? Yeah, he probably was like, I'm getting out of the office. I'm gonna go ahead and just let Afghanistan fall. But yeah, dude, it's just kind of like, So let me see. Let me look and see what the see the videos. Yeah, here's what. I don't want to play anything that's gonna get us off on Facebook. So, he was already talking about how he was the mayor of Uruapan, was shot 7 times by a gunman during a public Day of the Dead celebration, and the city's historic center and his bodyguards killed the assailant, but 2 others were detained. President Claudia Sheinbaum to condemn the attack, vowed a full investigation, and rejected aggressive anti-cartel strategies or U.S. military aid, favoring intelligence and social programs instead. Protests swept Michoacan with demonstrators in Morelia and Uruapan, demanding government accountability, the end of the cartel control. Now, I think since I was growing up, everybody knew that Mexico's government isn't necessarily freaking straight and narrow when it came to any of that shit. Mexico's government is corrupt. You don't say, yeah, exactly. What's going on? What? Corey says,
I don't know. I wasn't going to apologize. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm kidding.
Massey says, I'm Catholic. How you think I feel?
Oh yeah, dude. You guys have it way worse. Even though a lot of more and more Protestant dudes are coming out as fucking kid diddlers, but you guys still have the fucking lead on that. you guys have been fist deep in fucking 6-year-olds since goddamn the turn of the century.
And they have a job relocation program for anybody brought up on charges.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's just as bad. Exactly. Okay, Gory got the joke. Okay, cool. I was like, are we gonna come to blows here?
My altar boy puppet.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm waiting. I can't wait for the hate.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I can't wait for a hate mail. Go ahead. What was that?
I was gonna say, since I've been doing this with you, I've never gotten one negative message ever. I've never gotten any messages since we've been doing
That's
this.
what I'm saying. You see, I don't make it a practice to like I said, the message requests and stuff like that. I won't bring up the names. I won't bring up the whatever. But that was directed to me for the mega church thing. But
yeah. No, I'm just saying it's just funny to me that I've been on.
I'm going to screenshot you. I'm going to because me, I just laugh and then I talk about it here. So what I'm going to do is, like I said before, I was just going to screenshot to you and say, look at this fucker said.
I'm saying I'm sad. I feel left out that I don't get personal hate mail. That upsets me greatly.
Oh, you don't want station hate mail. You want hate mail. I gotcha.
I want people to be like, fuck that guy that was on that fucking
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, moving on. So, like I said, we don't know what's going on in Mexico. Mexico's Mexico. That's everyone's talking about how Mexico needs to be. Well, Corey says, I'm the only brother that wasn't an altar boy. True story. I'm just going to leave that alone, Corey. You're on your own on that one. I'll let you engage the audience with that shit.
Wind blows at Corey's family reunion. It sounds like fucking wind.
God dang, dude. I thought it was when they jumped off roofs. Anyways. So we got Mexico drama out. We got political drama out. Let's see what else. Well, sports drama. Did you hear what happened? Did you know the Dodgers won the World Series, right? And the game was on while I was playing a show Saturday night, so I don't know who the fuck won. So I was watching the World Series at the same time I was having a watch party with House of Dynamite on Netflix, which is a movie about a nuclear missile that was headed towards the continental U.S. and the intercept missiles to intercept them failed.
Oh shit!
And so it gave different perspectives of individuals from different sides of, and I was having a watch party with different members. I will say people of those fields were the ones that I was having the watch party with, and I live tweeted that as it was happening. And so I didn't give up too many details, but I was watching it, and the watch party had, like I said, there were some individuals that were with me that were of said expertise, and they were the ones that were saying, yep. Then we would pause the flick and say, okay, blah, blah, blah. So it ended up being, it actually lasted the whole time of the fucking World Series. So I was kind of like, so yeah, so there's some sports drama going on. I guess the World Series, people were upset about the way the World Series turned out. And I'm just going to talk about, there's a controversy about somebody who was supposed to have been safe. And, and of course, I'm going to play this without sound. Hopefully Major League Baseball won't freaking dump us and matter of fact, because last time anytime we post, I'm surprised King Smith has not been knocked off. The sports bar hasn't been knocked off air because they post a lot of stuff all the time. And I look at the emails and stuff I was getting. So did you watch the disposition of the ending scene with the son in the house? No, I did not. I'm going to check it out. I will say, Ton, that the individuals that were experts in those fields, I was not allowed to live tweet some of the stuff that they were talking about, but some of the stuff that I was able to talk, that I was able to tweet about, that was just pretty fascinating. How not so close, but close, if that makes any sense. So
did I tell you my dad worked on the Star Wars program under Reagan back in the day?
What?
Yeah, he saved. It was McDonald. Was it Martin Marietta at the time because they were developing part of it. He actually saved. He caught a bug in their fucking program and saved them. Like he got like all kinds of awards and shit from the aerospace industry for that back in the day.
Holy shit! Well, we're gonna fry the Mexicans. I mean, we're gonna give them amnesty. All right. So,
all right, go ahead.
The biggest drama right now currently is the World Series, and there we go. Here's the video. Here, I figured this is a still from right here, and everybody here was like, "Bam!" That right there. Look how close the World Series was. Now everyone's talking about back in the day. There was drama. It's pretty funny to watch individuals who don't watch sports like to comment about sports that they don't watch or they don't participate in or they don't understand.
Right.
And so this right here, some individual saying you have to tag him for him to be out. You can't just touch the base. The whole base isn't out. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
were the bases loaded?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So everyone's talking about how this was if he went head first, would he have gotten to the plate faster? I'm just saying. Look, I watched. It was literally. I mean, come on. If you played baseball or played Little League or played something, whatever, just kind of look at the forensics here. he's out.
Just basic rules. If it's a forced run,
Yeah,
and he caught the ball first, then the dude's fucking out. If
Yeah.
it wasn't a forced run, he has to tag him. That's all it is.
It's he's out.
Yeah.
And so that's what freaked everybody out. And you know, he should just run through. That's just me. He just like pushed hard and just like
Bring it back in the day, man, when you just had gnarly hits at home plate.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I know. Back in the day, I mean, old Dodgers would have like, come on, you know. Yeah. And man, when I see a blue playing about football, never played a down. Yeah, exactly that. What about UFOs? You're talking about the watch party that I had a watch party with. We did talk. we did talk about the missile hitting things, and we or not hitting things, and we did talk about what I'm trying not to drop dimes on who exactly I can say I talked to, but the anomalies, let's put it that way, because this was Stratcom, this was Northcom, and this was a missile command, Army Missile Command, and the White House that were all involved in this movie. And we talked about some of the what ifs and talked about scenarios and who would do this and who would do that. And you're just like, oh shit, damn. Yep. And then, but anomalies that have not been tracked or whatever with the balloons, I will be able to say that there was more than the balloons that were being broadcasted all over the news about balloons. There you go. How about that? Mm-hmm. Which we already talked about anyways. There was no doubt because the first time there was a balloon shown.
I don't care if aliens do visit the planet, as long as we don't fucking give them SNAP benefits. I don't give a shit.
my point being is that we'll fuck it up. I will say look, dude, we can't even get our barracks right in the army. We can't even get our fucking, all the payment. We can't even unfuck the op tempo of our soldiers rotating to Europe or rotating the border. We can't even unfuck all that shit. And I guarantee it. The alien's gonna fucking show up and we're gonna fuck it up so bad. The alien's gonna be like, this is the most ghetto shit ever. And that's it.
Dude, I truly don't think that, I'll say 40% loosely of the US could fucking handle it. It mass chaos, mass fucking chaos.
I honestly think that, well, one thing we talked about, one thing that we did talk about during the watch party of the House of Dynamite was the evacs of how everything was going to happen. And a lot of individuals are like, really like, well, the government will take care of us. There's some shit that the government is willing to let go to not create panic. Yeah. And I guarantee you, if ET shows up, Tucker Carlson will be on that side of the ET. But anyways, I'm just... Yeah, exactly. The aliens are gonna fuck. Yeah, I'm just saying the aliens are gonna fucking do some shit. The aliens. So, anyways, here's the drama that was right here, real quick, saying that the Blue Jays, he was robbed, and everyone was saying safe out, and all that stuff. Wild game, go Dodgers, but that's just me. But I think we're gonna fuck it up. This is just me. It's just me and my aliens gonna show up. We're gonna fuck it up, or it's gonna be like the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still, the remake with Keanu Reeves. And he shows up as Klaatu, and he shows up, and we're gonna fuck it up. There's gonna be somebody who's gonna come in and say, "You better come to see me," and all this stuff. And he's gonna be like, "What the fuck? What did you fucking say?" Next thing you know, right. you're gonna see some dignitary or somebody who thinks is in charge of the world get vaporized, and then that's it. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah," or like Ton said, "We're gonna get assimilated."
What you're saying is Donald Trump's gonna fuck us again?
No, I'm just saying anybody can fuck. Because that's another thing. That's what I'm saying. But that's another thing too.
Defiant.
We think, yeah, exactly. Let me tell you what's going on. Thank you for coming. And then next, aliens gonna fuck us up. But why do we always presume that assume that it's gonna come here? Like, why do we think it's gonna come to some, somebody in freaking the middle of Oklahoma? Did you say that? And the next thing fucking. Aliens show up, and then that little area is going to be, the center of where history is being made. What if it shows up to Canada, or it shows up on a fucking island, going, "Man, this planet sucks," and then takes off, or shows up to Europe, or shows up to Africa? What's going to happen then?
I don't know how they're going to get through the firmament, though. I guess that they might be, because the flat Earth is protected. I don't know how they can get through that.
You're talking about the Great Barrier that everyone talks about, or on the sides. Is it going to come through the bottom or through the sides or whatever?
Well, there's also theory that you have Antarctica, that's the ice wall that's holding everything, but there's not extraterrestrials. What's the hell fucking word in the term? But they're for people that are outside of the ice wall, because it goes further than we think.
Yes.
So there are aliens. They're not from above us. They're from outside of us.
I'm gonna tell you what. they're gonna like I said, Massey. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm just gonna assume that they're gonna show up somewhere else other than here.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, maybe an alien, ambassador might show up in other spots, because you see on other podcasts everyone talks about this one place and where we captured aliens and blah 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 blah, but you never hear the German side, the Russian side, the British side, the African side, any other side.
Black Force is the German side. That's where all the Nazi technology came from.
That's what I'm saying.
Aliens, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about the Glocke, the bell, the fucking hovering yeah.
Well, and the fact that their jet engine technology was 1 billion times further than ours was at the time.
Correct. I mean, we were building it, but we were starting to get there. But, yeah. So I don't think
Alabama, founded by Warner Braun himself.
Corey says they just want our women so they can have. Dude, that's something they're saying. You don't know what they want to fuck, Corey. It might be you. They're gonna be like, oh, we are here to procreate. Oh, well, here's our women.
Here's the technology.
Exactly. We fuck everything. They're worse than Marines. They're gonna be like, Slay Queen, you're next, bitch. And you're like, wait a minute. No, I don't care. Yeah, don't fucking don't think it's just gonna be That's another thing too. We assume that it's that as well.
Right.
Yeah, exactly that, Susan. Dear aliens, consult the dogs first. So yeah, I'm just thinking, man. I'm just thinking, aliens gonna show up. They're not gonna show up here. We're gonna assume that they're gonna. I'll say this: if they do show up here, then I will, buy you a case of Tecate for losing that bet. But I don't think they're gonna show up here. I don't think they're gonna. I think they're going to go to some other place. We're going to get butthurt because they showed up to another country or another continent, and then we're going to be upset. And
how dare y'all not come to the greatest country on this goddamn
exactly that. All the mega churches. See, I told you. Right. Oh man. So, anyways, didn't mean to go on the alien kick there. Sorry, we went off of the House of Dynamite watch party. It was pretty good.
This is the Monday edition.
This is the Monday.
Exactly. Matthew's here. This is what the fuck happened. I'm sorry.
Ken said he was going to buy some beer. Wait for what? Exactly that. Corey, I'm telling you, man. Don't you ever watch Alien? Everyone always assumes that there's some sort of there's some sort of like standard practice way of how aliens would interact with us, and I've listened to other podcasts and stuff like that, and I always thought, what happens if they don't think in our plane? Like they don't. Right. They don't want fucking women. They want fucking everybody. They anything that happens to be, moist. They fucking you,
Yeah.
So I just
Corey, man, have some imagination, dude. Don't like it too crowded.
Yeah, we don't kink shame, brother. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, the biggest nightmare of everyone freaking out. Aliens are woke. They're fucking everybody.
They don't see gender.
They don't see. Yeah, exactly that. They love all. Oh man, aliens is not a construct. Yeah. Oh man, we digress bad. So
the aliens come down and going, all I see are holes.
Exactly. Aliens. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Look what we have here, baby. Woo, baby, it's time to light them up. Make sure you donate to AER. Oh crap. Yeah. So I'm just saying, don't assume the aliens are just going to be like, oh, we want your women. And then, they're looking, no, humans have been our women, So, oh man, please give us some hate mail on that one. Can't believe you see what they said. The aliens going to fuck everybody. Gender's not a construct and aliens don't care. Oh, man. Ellie brings up a good point. If aliens had the technology to travel several light years, no weapon on Earth would be a threat to such a such a technologically advanced species. Yep, there we go. So this is the Monday edition. Hope you guys, I got to do this graphic up again. Damn it, I keep forgetting to change the graphic. Earlier today, you heard The King and Me with the actual King Smith and his wife, Michelle. This is the Monday edition as well. And then we have Pop Culture Warrior tomorrow with Michael Conaskeel or his mad band of angry staff of Angry Elf and Mad Mike. And then Wednesday, we got the Sports Bar. And then we have the Smoke Pit. And, of course, Sergeant's Time on Thursday. And I think FTX is off for this week. And then we have Weekend Co-ops. We got a guest on the 10th. Oh, excuse me for
which means Ken won't let me stay here.
Yeah, which means you won't be here. Shauna Signs will be on to talk about the Gary Sinise Foundation's A Snowball Express, and looking forward to where the Paycheck Guard room and gets patches for the kids. They give all to the children's, and looking forward to broadcasting about that. Also, I think next Tuesday we have Christopher Randolph on Pop Culture Warrior. This is next Tuesday. I'm just double checking on my time here for my, and then yeah, I think that's it for next week. So look out for all of our propaganda and all of our notes going out and all of our graphics done up by our hero Warhol. And make sure you share, like, and follow. We're broadcasting live on 5 different platforms. 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. And, of course, on X at WTF Nation Radio. Make sure you share, like, and follow. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. You got anything, Massey? You got anything?
When the aliens get here, man, nobody dropped the fucking soap.
I don't think they'll give a fuck. I want to see that movie, that new Predator movie. What if they're like predators and shit? Would they show up like that? Yeah, I can't wait to see. I want to see that actually, coming out November 7th. That's actually a pretty freaking good flick. I mean, I love the comics and the Predator genre anyway. So to me, it's almost like when someone's like, "Oh, how do you like this movie? This movie sucks." I'm like, "How could, dude? It's more Predator. It's more, how could you
just enjoy it for what it is?"
Yeah, exactly. I will say, if the alien show up looking like Predator, you're all screwed because I've seen you do cardio or not do cardio. I'm gonna shoot my way out of this. No, you won't.
my plan is just to push it back. So like, oh, we're keeping this one. That's my plan.
Oh, you want to fight? You're gonna
no. I'm gonna push it back, and they're gonna be like, oh, I like this guy. That grip is down the tip.
You're gonna bear down. You're gonna bear. What is this? You've not heard of a prostate exam? Well, I'll be screwed because I've been divorced so many fucking times. You can just walk through my shit and see all the cave paintings, Oh, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the jokes. Thanks for the laughs. Again, make sure you check out WTF Nation Radio, U.S. Army WTF Moments timeline to see the article and instructions on how to post. I think we're going to post Tony Grinston's video as well. Other than that, thanks for hanging out. Oh, and by the way, just you guys make sure towards the end of the holidays, the station does take their winter break as well. So look about that in the December timeframe. So just to kind of like keep an eye out when you guys are wondering at the end of December, hey, how come you guys aren't broadcasting? But you might see some stuff get posted or, little memes or something like that get posted anyway. So,
well, can I say on a serious note?
Yeah, go for it.
With all the shit going on right now, man, if you got, keep an eye out for people that might need some help that are too proud to fucking ask for with all this shit going down.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, fuck the government, help your people. Like help each other.
Yeah. So no, you're right, man. Because like you were talking about the stigma, there's some individuals that may, to include our own service members, that may be getting off some of these benefits, and
especially they got kids, man.
Yeah,
I could take care of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yep. I'll throw that out there.
All right, man. Well, appreciate it. Y'all have a good night, and thanks for tuning in. Shouts. See ya.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Driving us insane. ATF 0 time 30, no time to complain. Push ups in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's climb. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Rock marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters we rise. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Zones and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. Memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the Army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our zen. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the Army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
in this building?
Yeah, it's just us.
Friend, angel, demon, Valkyrie. Whatever you want to call me.
This scroll is a way of life.
Gotta be hard on him. You gotta forge him by fire.